Stevie, a game where maybe for large spells we were second best, but important to keep the run going and crucially not get beaten.
I didn't think we were good today. I thought first half we were disjointed. We won the up and second balls. I thought Elgin were good, and I thought Elgin deserved the lead at half time. We spoke about a few things. At half time in terms of the shape, we changed the shape at half time and went the more narrow shape to see if we get that overload in the middle of the pitch. I think that helped us. We started the second half better. We just didn't know where that goal was going to come from today. But then Scotty Honeyman bringing him on at the time that we brought him on in terms of Dom, he gets forward. Great play for late McIntosh in the wide area, and it's a great, it's a great time in his run to get there. And probably, as I said to them at half time, if we're not going to win this, and let's not get beat, let's keep the momentum going. Let's keep, the days where because listen, they're only footballers. Every footballer, every team has bad halves, and we had a bad first half today. It's probably the only one I can speak about in the last 4 or 5 games. But the reality is we had to show something different today, and we did.
It says a lot about the kind of fighting spirit as well, that the guys maybe knew it wasn't going in their favour and still dug in and still dug out a point against an Elgin side who played very well.
Needed to see that today. I needed to see that. From a manager's perspective, because we've led in the last 3 or 4 games and we've been quite comfortable and we've seen it out and seen out results. But it's good for me and it's good for the coaching team to see us going behind today, and particularly not playing as well as we have been playing, and then to try and find a solution to that and find something different. And we did that second half. And I thought over the balance of play second half we probably deserved to. I think Shea's got a great save at the end, but apart from that, he's not really had a save to make second half. So the reality is, we probably in the balance of the second half play we deserved the goal and we deserved probably to walk away with the point. But overall, I thought Elgin were possibly better than us on the day.
You must be pleased for Leighton as well. You spoke about it's going to take him a bit of time after missing pre-season to get up to speed, and he's kind of showed what he's all about: pace, power, the turn, and then the composure to cut it into the right area.
Yeah, I thought the last 25 minutes, 30 minutes in the game he was very good. He went and dragged centre backs. We went to the 3 up top and came away for the 2 strikers and changed the shape. He suddenly went down the side of centre backs, and there's a wee bit more space for him to move into those areas. So that was the reason that we did that. And when he gets into the wide areas, he's got decent quality. He held it up first and foremost, lived with the ball, and then he's did the right thing, made the right decision. And as I say, it's a great time in the run for Scott Honeyman.
And then obviously away next week, Scott Honeyman getting on the score sheet, a good performance midweek. I guess performances like that show why you've got the squad as well, because now there's guys who are on the bench who'll maybe be knocking at your door and going, Gaffer, maybe it's time for me.
Yeah, listen, that's the way football works. We analyse it week to week, and the reality is we'll look at Annan, we'll get the report on Annan, we'll see where Annan are at, we'll look at injuries, we'll look at obviously Ryan Blair's coming back next week as well, back into the squad, which is great. Hopefully Webster will be back in the squad next week also. So the reality is we've just got to deal with this. That's why we built the squad the way we built it. Some people said we had 22, 23, but it's proven already that's the number you need when you play at this level. So we've got a good squad. I'm happy with the squad, and ultimately, everybody's going to have their part to play between now and next May, without a shadow of a doubt.
Just last of all, Dom obviously forced off with shoulder, I'm guessing it was. It looked like they maybe popped it back in, but how's he doing in there?
Well, I think initially they thought it was broken, but thankfully I've just spoke to the doctor and the physio, and they say it's not broken, which is good. So they don't think he'll be too long. So hopefully a couple of weeks and we'll get back.